Hello everyone. I want to talk to you today about Litebringer and how quests work. It's a little bit confusing, but I think I've, for the most part, figured it out. First thing, your characters are completely independent of your other characters, so the things that your character does uh, will not affect your other characters. The things that are shared amongst your characters are all your items, your loot, armor, weapons. You can swap those out between each other. The resources are shared. But your achievements as a character are completely independent. So, like this check mark means I've completed this dungeon already. All the check marks are completed. Anything like this one, I have not. This one here, I haven't completed it yet, so I don't have a check mark. But my other characters won't see those check marks because they haven't completed it themselves. So that they're independent. Things that I unlock with this character won't be unlocked for the other characters. They'll only be unlocked for this character. Now, looking at this dungeon here, this character has the skill blind, and this dungeon has a weakness to blindness. So that's where I'm getting all my experience for this character right now. And the base power of this dungeon is 225, and the base experience is 680. Now, the longer I stay in that dungeon, this power is going to go up, and it's going to go up each round by 50. And so will the experiences. This parenthesis means the experience will go up 68 each round. And the way that they figure out how many rounds you're going to do, and this dungeon is 1 round per block. There are other places that are like here. Well, I'm not strong enough for that one, but there are other places that are like 3 blocks per round. But this one is only 1 block per round. But anyways, my effective power is determined by my base power. So you can see my base power, and then I've got 2 blinds, so I get 75 each. So 150 bonus, so 2087. Let's go over to the spreadsheet. I can make it a little bit more clear. So my base power, my effective power is 2087. So I'll put that in the spreadsheet here, 2087. And the base power of the mobs is 225. I put that up here. And each round is going to increase by 50. So I put that over here. And I put the experience up here, 680. Each round I get an extra 68. Now, the neat thing that I figured out is that not only do you get the one-time modifier of your skills, so I got 2 blind, 150 bonus, that adds up to my total power, but there's also a cumulative bonus to skills. So you can see in parentheses, each round I'll get 2, and I've got 2 blind on this character, so I'm actually going to get 4. So I put that up here. The bonus is 2. How many do I have? I've got 2 blind for a total bonus of 4. So my power starts out at 2087, but the second round I'll be at 2091. The monster is going to go up to 2075. It's going to gain 50, another 50, another 50, and I'm going to keep going as well until eventually my power is going to be less than the monster's power, and you can see that's going to happen at round 41. And if we go back, it's 41 rounds. That's why, that's where I can no longer sustain this dungeon any longer. The monsters are now stronger than me, so I get kicked out of the dungeon. That's as far as I can go. Now the experience, so the first round is 680. The next round plus 68, so it's 748. And another 68, another 68. Now this total is cumulative, so you will get this 680, then I add another 748 for this amount, and then it keeps getting bigger and bigger, bigger. So the longer you can stay in, the more reward you're going to be. So for one block, 2.5 minutes, I only get 680 here. But if I can last down all the way to block 100, I'll get 7,412 experience. Now, for this example, I can only go 41 rounds, so I'm going to end up getting 83,640 experience from this dungeon. So if I can get some more blind skills on this character, I'll be able to last longer in the dungeon. Now, to get more skills, you have to get your items up to level 15, and that unlocks a skill. And that skill has to be, well, for this dungeon, it has to be blind. Now, these dungeons only have one skill sensitivity, and all you can see every skill is represented by a level 1 dungeon. There's actually, I think there's only level 1 dungeons. They're all the same. There's no other dungeons in the game. There's all kinds of other bosses to fight and other shrines and things, but only the only dungeons are the level 1 ones. So you're gonna keep increasing your character and trying to go further and further into those dungeons. And yeah, it's gonna take, some of the quests are gonna be like 4 hours long, but you're gonna get a ton of experience. Now there are some places that have 2 sensitivities, so slow and blind. So I'm guessing you can have 3 slow and a couple blind, and you'll gain those benefits should be cumulative. So, all right. Well, that's how the quests work. The loot works. The shrines work the same kind of way. The monsters will get stronger each round, and your experience will gain each round, and your the amount of resources will increase each round. So you'll start off the first round 1, then 2, then 3, and they'll all be cumulative. So the longer you can go, the better. And each of your characters gets a one-time bonus at each of these shrines. So if you can last in the dungeon, and let me mouse over this here. If you can withstand this dungeon for 50 rounds, you'll get a 300 resource bonus. And if you do 100 rounds, you get 1,000. And then that's a one-time reward. So once you've unlocked that, that's it. But you can do it at each shrine. So, all right, there you go. I'll talk to you guys next time.